Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Smokesta here, back at you with another video. And today we have Throttle Park MX by the man Spring MX. And look at that entrant onto the track. That is phenomenal. I love that. That is great. But Spring MX has been, he's been creating tracks for the last couple months, and he came out with, I want to say 3 prior to this. I actually did a video on one of the Supercross ones. It was called High Voltage Raceway. But his progression has been amazing now. And I'm thoroughly enjoying this track. I really am, man. This track is definitely, it's got some huge jumps. It's really flowy, and it's very fast paced with roughness that's enough to challenge a new rider and enough to please a advanced rider. You know what I'm saying? So I like that we're getting tracks that have a little bit more roughness to them, and these the rough parts on this track seem to be very well thought out. They're not just random bumps just scattered, you know what I mean? They do correlate with the riding very well. So it's an overall and a really good track, man, and I think that this should populate servers, especially, you know, it reminds me of something like Mouse Motor Park. Not quite as rough and with a few more jumps, you know what I'm saying? The elevation changes on this are very nice to see. I love tracks that, you know, you go uphill, downhill, stuff like that, and this has a lot of that. So now I feel like the 450 might be your best bet on this track, but if you're just trying to get on here and spend some laps or a race, man, I feel like for a free track, this is very good quality. Not only in how it rides, but it's kind of visually appealing. Maybe we could have some more, like little stuff scattered around the inside, you know. But overall, for track-wise and how it rides, very good job, man. Very good job, Spring. Keep it up, man. Your progression has been amazing, and I can't wait to see what you're going to be coming up with next, man. But I did want to touch on something with this. So we've had a lot of tracks being released, which is never a bad thing. Never a bad thing. But I feel like, so I started scrolling through MXB mods, and I was looking at a lot of the older tracks, and I actually found quite a few old tracks that I didn't even know existed that I'm going to be making a video on that are actually crazy looking for when they came out. Like, the visuals on them are just nuts, being that they came out so long ago. But so I was looking for them, looking through old tracks and stuff, and I just started noticing, man. So we've had a lot of tracks being released recently, and that's never a bad thing, but I feel like the creators nowadays, not all of them, mostly the new ones, you know what I mean, the guys that have been around for a minute and stuff like that, this does not pertain to them. But I feel like a lot of the newer track creators will just like kind of throw something together using a template of some sort or something, and then they just kind of release it without putting much more effort into it, you know what I mean? And if they do put a lot of effort into the track, or, you know, whatever, they still release it before I feel like it's finished, which, don't get me wrong, is whatever. They're free, like, not complaining at all, right? But in my mind, I'm like, man, if I'm going to put that much time into something, I'm going to see it all the way through. Like, if I'm releasing something, I want to release the best possible product that I can physically release, you know what I'm saying? If my skill set is not quite up with those other guys, that's fine, but as long as I put the time and the effort and take pride in my work, that's what I like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do with, oh my god, that's what I do with stuff like my videos, just everything, you know? You put the time in, you make sure that you're content with the quality or whatever. But a lot of these new tracks that have been coming out, man, I just feel like they half-ass them to the, like, I really feel like they just half-ass them, to be blunt, you know what I mean? And a lot of them, well, not a lot of them, but some of them have like a lot of potential, but that potential is never brought to light because they don't see it through, you know what I'm saying? So if you're a new track creator and you're watching this, man, don't just release something to release something. Like, put that time in, because a lot of them have been having a lot of potential, but they just haven't had the time put in them to fully polish them off. And man, either I need to speed up right there or choke up, one of the two. I don't know. That's my little rant, man, because I've been seeing a lot of tracks that just are not up to snuff with like what I would want to release if I was a track creator. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. Maybe we're just all built different and people are okay with it, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. But back to the track, man. This track is very fun, and I think that a lot of people can have a good time racing on this, man. Definitely let me know down below in the comments, had you tried this track yet? Because I think Spring MX did a phenomenal job on this, man. It's definitely a track that if I see in servers, I will definitely be trying to race on, for sure, man. And also, I would just like to throw out there, if you have not went through the old tracks on MXB mods and just kind of looked around, bro, you gotta go do that. There are so many tracks on there that I didn't know existed, one, and two, like, are actually really good, bro. Like, JV has some old MXGP tracks that I didn't even know existed, and they're free, and the quality of them is very, very good, man. So, but yeah, do yourself a favor, go check out the old tracks on MXB mods, because there's a lot that I think will surprise you on there, man. There is a lot that I think will surprise you. Now, I did find a Paletta by TFC, which I think is much better than the Paletta V2 that we've been racing for years. But the reason why I'm bringing this up, and the reason why I'm saying that, is because, man, we need to get Walnut and Paletta and just the base tracks off the servers, bro. Like, come on, guys. Put some time in, find you some tracks, man. You don't want to be Forest Warriors your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get some new tracks up in these servers, man. Let's populate them. Get some, what is it called? Let's diversify the online server lists. You feel me? Like, come on, man. I know you all got it in you. You just got to go find some tracks that look appealing, man. And, you know, if you got friends, share it with them. Like, hey, download this track. I guarantee you, man, we can switch Paletta and Walnut being in there, because sometimes I want to go race and I search, and literally the only lobbies with people in it are Forest Club, Maryland, and then Walnut, Farm 14, and Paletta. And I'm like, man, like, don't get me wrong, they're good tracks, but nobody wants, like, I've done so many damn laps on Paletta, and so many laps on Forest, and so many laps on Club, and so many laps on Walnut. It's like, man, come on, let's get some stuff up in here that, you know, let's start a trend of trying to find new tracks, bro. Maybe we need to start something in the Discord. It's like, new track that we need to get in servers, and then have everybody download it and just like bombard the servers with that track, man. Because I don't know how else we're gonna go about fixing it, but there's definitely something that needs to be done there, man. And we have the potential to do it. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're good tracks, but nobody wants to race those every day when they hop on the game, you know? Like, come on. And then outside of that, it's like paid tracks, but they only have 4 or 5 people in it. It's like, man, if you want a full lobby, you gotta run these other tracks. It's nuts, bro. But that's enough of my little ranting today. This was more of a wild little rant video than anything. Overall, 10 out of 10 on this track, man. Very good. Quality is there. Ride's amazing. Very fun track to ride, man. Do yourself a favor. Go pick it up. And do yourself another favor. Join that Discord. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.